We're exploring one of the top 10 most scenic drives in the world.
Come on along as we discover glaciers, ice fields, waterfalls, lakes, and so much more.
The Parkway runs along the Great Divide in the Rocky Mountains for approximately 230 kilometers or 143 miles. We started our trip in Jasper and headed south toward Banff.
Driving along the highway, you see amazing views of the Columbia Icefield and glaciers. But I have a question.
What's that, Grandpa?
What is the difference between an ice field and a glacier?
Well, an icefield is a series of glaciers that are connected together. And a glacier is just a glacier.
I see. So how many glaciers make up this ice field?
There's 6 major ones here.
Wow. Do we get to see one today?
At least one.
Oh boy. Now they say you can drive the Parkway in about 3.5 hours, but some people take a full day or even overnight. We're taking the better part of the day so we can really enjoy the scenery. But be sure to make sure you have a full tank of gas because there's only one spot to get gas and it's called the Saskatchewan River Crossing. And make sure you have enough munchies to see you through the day.
We are dedicated waterfall chasers, so our first stop is at a waterfall.
Athabasca Falls is a Class 5 waterfall with a flow rate of over 4,000 cubic feet per second.
What does a Class 5 mean?
Yeah, I had no idea they even classified waterfalls, but they do. And a Class 5 waterfall means it's extremely powerful and extremely dangerous.
So I guess that means you're not going to film me going over in a barrel for the channel?
Not unless I push.
We really enjoyed the walk down to the Athabasca River overlook.
Dude, I think that's pronounced Athabasca.
You say potato, and I say potato.
Okay, let's just call the whole thing off and get on with our walk. But remember, Grandpa, for every step we take down, we've got to hike all the way back out. We sped the video up because your grandpa sure don't walk this fast. The source of the powerful Athabasca River is the glaciers that make up the Columbia Icefields.
Wow, the view was so worth the trip.
Yeah, just don't expect me to carry you back out. Hey folks, if you're enjoying our video, please subscribe, hit the notification bell, and give us a like. It really helps us to grow our channel, and we really appreciate it.
We're off to our next stop. So where's this hike taking us?
We are going to the Lower Scenic Falls. It's about a 2-kilometer hike from the parking lot. It's a pretty easy hike, but the nicest thing about this is it gives you a different perspective of the falls, but also it allows you to get away from some of the crowds that tend to come on the buses for the upper falls view. The name Sumwapta comes from the language of the indigenous Stony peoples and means turbulent falls. And wow, did they get that right.
It is so easy to see why this parkway is rated one of the most scenic drives in Canada, if not the world.
We're here today at the Athabasca Glacier in the beautiful Icefields Parkway. The Athabasca Glacier is over 3.5 miles long and covers 2.3 square miles.
You're driven onto the glacier in these incredibly large snow tractors. More on that in the description section below.
We were very fortunate to visit the Athabasca Glacier because due to global warming, it could disappear completely within this century.
You're actually invited to taste the water from the glacier. And don't worry, it's very safe. In fact, it's very, very clean water.
And you know what? It was delicious, and wow, was it cold.
Our glacier experience also included a bus ride and entry into the Columbia Icefields Skywalk.
Many of you know that Grandpa Scott has severe vertigo, so it was very brave of him to walk out on this glass bridge, and I have no idea why he got upset when I started jumping up and down on it.
We were here in late summer, and yes, you're going to have crowds, but when you're on the Icefields Parkway, it's all about the journey and the views were spectacular.
Back on the road again for our last stop of the day. Bow Lake is a beautiful lake that stretches about 2 miles along the Icefields Parkway. It gets its great turquoise color from the glacial silt that comes from the meltwater from Bow Glacier.
You know what, Grandpa Bobby?
What's that?
This drive is so beautiful and so unique. We really should have given it 2 days.
Well, we could always come back.
Ooh, when?